What's going on? Justin Love, Power 107.5, Radio 1 Columbus. In the building, the Celtic Warrior himself, Sheamus.
How are you, fella?
How you doing, sir?
How's it going? Good, fella, good.
You know, a lot of people, of course, the big controversy within the sport and in the business itself is wrestling real? And what would you say to someone who says wrestling is fake?
What do they mean by fake?
Well, you know, there's that whole concept of, well, you know, you're not really fighting.
Fella, I had a table on Raw last night, the announce table, and there's a welt the size of a small country on my back. Big bumps and bruises. I said I'd be dropped on my head. Like Wade Barrett had his elbow dislocated a couple of weeks ago. Randy Orton's concussions. I've had concussions. I think there is a wellness policy in place there. WWE do everything they can to protect the superstars and the wellness policy, which includes stuff like concussions too. So if we get a concussion, we're monitored and we're watched. We got to do a impact test, and we got to do an exertion test and stuff like that before we're cleared. But what we do, I've played rugby, I played Gaelic football, I played normal football or soccer as you call it. Nothing is more tough or physical than what we do, and nothing to me is more real than what we do.
Wrestler, dead or alive, if you had some guy to pick that you want to wrestle, who would it be?
I've had a few superstars I looked up. There wasn't just one. I mean, Mr. Perfect, I was a big fan of him.
Yeah.
$1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, Macho Man Randy Savage, Bret the Hitman Hart, Triple H, who I've been lucky enough to be in there with, Undertaker, who I've never obviously had an opportunity with. Guys that obviously Stone Cold Steve Austin, all those guys have had some influence on me in some particular way, trying to take a little bit from everybody. And also Stan Hansen, who was very big in Japan. I'm not sure how many people watched saw WWE, but he was great to watch. Big, rough, just aggressive, like just pounding meat all day. You know what I mean? He was just literally a tough fighter.
He was more down in the southern territories, right? In NWA and
he was one tough fella.
CM Punk's Twitter war with Chris Brown. Is there talk in the locker room about that still, or is that kind of died down, or what?
I haven't really heard much about it. I mean, I haven't been listening for it either. I know it was a big topic all over the world, especially in TMZ when it broke. So I really haven't had too much to do with it. Or I mean, when I heard it, there's no doubt that Chris Brown obviously physically assaulted a woman, Rihanna, which in my book is the worst possible thing you can do. It's just the lowest form of coward that you can ever think of. But as I said, I don't have Twitter, so I don't know about those things.
Right. I know Chris Brown replied to CM Punk saying that CM Punk was on steroids.
Yeah, but that's how ignorant he is. We have a wellness policy in place, which is run, I think it's the strictest wellness policy possible. I think used by the NFL as well. I mean, literally, we're tested for everything on a random basis, for anything from steroids to pain pills to prescription drugs, anything and everything you can think of. Is tested, and if you fail the test, you're suspended for 30 days.
Okay.
So again, he should do his research before he starts throwing these accusations out there, because as I said, our wellness policy is literally it's probably tougher than the NFL or any other sports organizations out there.
Wow.
That's another part of the wellness policy too. The other part obviously is the side of the concussions and everything like that as well, and the wellness, and it's all to help and look after to protect the superstars.
How long is that wellness plan
policy,
in its depth?
Policy.
Yeah,
it's been there since I've been there.
Okay.
And I've been here since September of '07.
Okay.
So I can talk about as far as I know, it's here a long time. And
sure.
It's here since I've been here.
Is there any talk and discussion in the locker room about the Hulk Hogan sex tape?
I didn't even know there was one. And if there is, I really do not want to watch it. If I think I have some free time, I'll go watch a movie or something or whatever. Maybe go see that John Carter or something. I ain't going to waste my time. Or I'll watch Game of Thrones on DVD or something. I'm not going to sit in my house or anywhere and watch Hulk Hogan sex tape. In fairness, like.
Yeah, I wasn't looking forward to hearing about that either.
Sure.
So you've got Daniel Bryan coming up WrestleMania.
That's right.
And WWE title on the line.
Absolutely.
In Miami. What can we expect from you WrestleMania and the remainder of this year?
Expect what? I mean, for me, it's like this is my opportunity, and of course it's Daniel Bryan's opportunity too. No one expected him to become world heavyweight champion, and he has. I mean, he's literally been in the independents for years. He's clawed his way into WWE, and he cashed in the Money in the Bank on the big show at TLC, I believe it was. So he's been world heavyweight champion for a while. And I think, you know, he's changed a lot since that's happened too. Obviously become very conceited, very bitter. He used AJ to his advantage a lot. He's a smart, he's a very intelligent fella, Daniel Bryan. He ain't no muppet man. He knows what he's doing. So you know, there's no real cut and dry thing to this. I have to beat Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. I've already been two-time WWE champion. I really want the World Heavyweight Championship more than anything. I've said that since I came to SmackDown on day one after the draft last year. And the thing is, I need to beat him. And until I beat him, I will not be World Heavyweight Champion. But it's WrestleMania 28. I missed out on the last year. This has been my year so far. It's been a great year for me. I can't wait to top it off. I want to do anything and everything to top it off. My dream at WrestleMania 28 to walk out World Heavyweight Champion.
The greatest experience you've had since you've been a wrestler. You've won the King of the Ring. You've won the Royal Rumble this year.
Yeah. There's been so many, man. I mean, I've been blessed with how many great moments I've had in such a short time. I mean, I've had literally a lifetime of multiple people's lifetimes of achievements. And I mean, like as I said, the Royal Rumble was amazing. It's an unbelievable experience for me. That's a huge thing. King of the Ring was a great thing as well, especially Philly that night. The crowd are hot. WrestleMania 26 with Triple H. It's somebody I've watched when I was growing up. Beating John Cena twice for the WWE Championship. I mean, all of these things, I mean, they're all just literally highlights of my life. I can't spoil one to choose another. As I said, hopefully WrestleMania 28 will just be one more of those moments that I can remember forever.
Justin Love. Yeah.